Hello, folks. I'm Mike Starks, founder and president of Personal Trainer Food. Thank you for ordering our food, and I know you're excited to lose weight. I want to tell you a little background about our story, and hopefully it will help you succeed in your weight loss. In 1998, I lost 60 pounds in 3 months on the Atkins diet. What I was fascinated with was I was able to eat foods that all the experts said you couldn't eat and still lose weight. Foods that were high in fat, that were high in calories, and I didn't have to work out much. So it began my journey of weight loss and just exactly how the body reacts to certain foods. In 2005, I helped my wife lose 55 pounds in about 5.5 months eating the same way. What I discovered was the Atkins diet, while it is really a good program, it's very hard to follow because so many foods in our world are not low in carbs. And that's how I created Personal Trainer Food. So I want to share with you a few tips this week before your food arrives that will help you succeed in the next few weeks on the Personal Trainer Food program. Now, before your food arrives, I would recommend of getting rid of the wrong food. That's desserts, simple starches like crackers, bread, pastas, things out of your house so that when you go to eat out of habit, those things are not around you. That's one of the most important things that you'll learn as you're trying to lose weight and change your lifestyle is any foods that you have in the house, you're going to reach for. Whether it's in the morning or whether it's late at night, we all eat out of habit. And if you have the wrong foods in the house, you're going to be really tempted to eat those wrong foods. So I recommend replacing those foods with cheeses, with certain fruits, with salad products like carrots or broccoli, things that you can put in ranch or mayonnaise. So getting rid of the wrong foods, replace them with the right foods. Men, I recommend lunch meats. Big fan of lunch meats. That will really help those cravings that you have late at night. So let's get rid of the wrong foods and replace them with the right foods. The second point that I'd like to bring up is the scale. Get rid of the scale or hide it. Weight loss and the whole thing of how much weight am I losing is very addictive, especially among women. So getting rid of the scale will be one of the best things that you can do because like most people, you'll want to get on the scale several times a day. And if you do that, by the end of the day, your weight has fluctuated like crazy and it tends to be very frustrating and ultimately it will defeat you. So get rid of your scale. Weight loss is a horrible barometer on how you're doing and progressing. The third thing I'd like to bring up is changing your thinking. Even though Personal Trainer Food will deliver weight loss results in usually a very quick time frame, it will more so change your lifestyle, which is really our focus. The only way that we can change lifestyle is by focusing on habit. And the only way that we can change habit is through our daily routines. Now, this is not about willpower. This is not about how disciplined you are or how strong you are mentally, like a lot of the TV trainers and people out there tell you. It's really about having a plan and about following that plan. And if you create this system or this plan around you, then it creates routines which eventually become habit. So we really want to focus on long-term habits with daily routines, but the way to do that is we've got to create a plan that you're going to follow every day. So stop thinking about if I can lose 30 pounds in 1 week and all this short-term stuff. We want to see you 6 months from now still eating properly and still having good exercise and eating habits instead of just worrying about losing quick weight in a short time frame. The fourth point I want to talk about is exercise. For the last 35 or 40 years, America has been consumed with this notion that you've got to exercise a lot to get in shape. That's not true, folks. Weight loss and staying in shape is basically 90% of eating habit. It's not how hard you exercise. typically most Americans, what they will do, and I was guilty of this for years, is I would go to the gym every January and I would work out hard for 3 or 4 days a week. And then by March 1st or March the 30th, I'd be burnt out or sore or injured, and I would give up, and I'd think, oh, well, next year, well, I'll do it better, or, I'll be more disciplined. And as I got older and older and older, it became harder and harder and harder. So a misconception that we have is that you've got to exercise a lot and you've got to burn calories, and that's not true. This has nothing to do with exercise. It's about eating habits. So our goal is to teach you how to eat right so that all you have to do is walk or do some basic exercises every day for 5, 10, 15 minutes, not going to the gym. Just remember, if you're spending a lot of time going back and forth to the gym or working out every day, or if it's really laborious, this will not be sustained in your habits, okay? Not even professional athletes sustain this for a lifetime. So we want to create routines and habits that will become part of your everyday life, just like brushing your teeth, just like driving your car, just like going to the bathroom, things that fit your busy lifestyle. And my fifth point is learning to ignore the noise out there. There's so many experts on the internet. There's so many experts on TV that will tell you, drink this juice one day, now eat this berry, take this supplement, eat this miracle food, eat this power bar. You're gonna have a lot of noise around you and a lot of noise in your head that you've learned over the years. You've got to keep it simple, folks. Just know this, if you just eat meats and vegetables, eggs, cheese, nuts, like what we provide you on the Personal Trainer Food Program, your body will basically balance itself out, burn a lot of the body fat off, and more importantly, it will improve your health. It'll give you more energy, it'll help you sleep better, and it'll create this lifetime of sustainable habits that will be good for you and will keep your weight down. You'll feel better, you'll look better, but you've got to keep it simple. Most Americans, by the time they're 40, have already tried about a dozen, 12 to 20 different diet programs. Sometimes women have tried over 40 different diet programs because they see something new, or they hear something, or they hear this expert, or it's endorsed by this person, and they bounce around. Doctors call it yo-yo dieting. It's a medical term that doctors use. So what we want to do is to try to keep it as simple as possible, but you have to ignore a lot of the noise out there, all right? And to be patient, you've got to really be patient, because to create sustainable lifetime habits requires patience. It doesn't happen overnight. So I will see you next week after you've gotten your food. One little pointer I will tell you is before your food arrives the day before is to fast for 24 hours. Have a large breakfast in the morning at about 7 or 8 a.m. and then don't eat the rest of the day. And then the next morning you'll have your first breakfast or your first meal on Personal Trainer Food. Fasting is great for the body. It helps clean out a lot of the toxins. And just drink a lot of water. I drink coffee when I fast, or Diet Coke. But fasting will really help you the day before your food arrives, and it'll really help you jumpstart the Personal Trainer Food Program. I will see you next week, week 1 after your food has gotten here. If you have any questions, please contact our customer support at 1-800-273-1686. Thank you.